Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going over this 2021 Kia Forte GT, but I would like to give a special thanks to South Dade Kia for providing me with the Kia Forte. If you're in the market for a Kia, you can come check out South Dade Kia. But let's start off underneath the hood here of the Kia Forte. Once I open up the hood here, it does reveal Kia's 1.6 liter engine. Is turbocharged. It also has direct injection. It makes 201 horsepower and 195 pound-feet of torque, and 0 to 60 in 6.7 seconds. So it does have really good 0 to 60 timing. Fuel economy is rated at 27 in the city, 35 on the highway, and 31 combined. Even though this is the high performance model of the Forte, it still gets really good fuel economy. And as the Forte sits, it weighs 1,200 pounds. And it's also paired with a 7-speed dual clutch transmission. You can also get this with a 6-speed manual, just in case you wanted to have a stick shift. Kia does offer that here on the GT model. But shutting the hood here of the Kia Forte, I do like this red exterior color here. Looking at these taillights, they're going to be a full LED. This does have these 4-pointed daytime running lights, just like a Porsche. I do like the way that looks. It gives this car more of an aggressive look. There's an incandescent turn signal with these halogen fault lights down here. Looking at the tiger nose grille, it does have some red accents, also with the GT badge stamped into the actual grille. There's some dark chrome finish here on the front fascia of the Forte. That's a Kia emblem. But overall, I think the Forte does look really good and aggressive. I want you guys to comment down below in the comment section and let me know what you guys think about the Kia Forte GT. Looking at the side profile, let's start out with these tires and wheels here. These are a 225/40 tire. They're wrapped in this 18-inch rim design. I do like these silver with the dark gray finish here. There's a nice rim design that Kia throws on the Forte here. But looking here, that's this blacked out mirror cap here with an LED side marker. The wheelbase for the Forte is at 106.3 inches with an overall length of 182.7. And Kia does give you the standard sunroof here. You also get larger brakes front and rear, and this also has a multi-link independent rear suspension. Looking at the rear, let's start out with this rear spoiler here. Is going to be blacked out. Looking at these taillights, they're going to be an LED combination with an LED brake light, but the turn signal and reverse lights live down here, but it's going to be an incandescent design. There's rear parking sensors, there's a Kia emblem, there's a GT badge, also the Forte badge. I do like the rear diffuser. It is aggressive, but there's also dual tip exhaust here. Open up the cargo back here. Kia has the trunk release underneath the backup camera. Once you open up the cargo, it does reveal 15 cubic feet of space. You can also fold down the seats to do a 60/40 split. And lifting up the low floor here, it does reveal a spare tire instead of a fix-a-flat kit. Sitting inside the interior of the Kia Forte GT, I do like this interior. It looks really nice. I do like the red stitching and piping here that you get on the Forte GT model. Shutting the door here, the door sounds pretty solid, but to start up the Forte, just put your foot on the brake and press the start-stop button right here. Looking here at the door panel material, is going to be a soft touch ejection molded plastic. There's this chrome door handle here. It is automatic up, automatic down just for the driver window. There's your lock controls and mirror adjustment controls here. You can also lock the windows if you would like. There's a grab handle here to shut the door. It's going to be nice and padded with that red stitching. Down here is going to be a cup holder and additional storage. Over here is some controls for the dimmer switches, the blind spot monitoring, lane keep assist, and for the stability control. This only comes as front wheel drive. This is a manual tilt telescoping wheel. It does offer a decent amount of range and adjustability here. There's paddle shifters to cycle through that 7-speed dual clutch transmission. The headlights and turn signal stock is there. There's the one wiper stock right here. I do like this flat bottom wheel design. This does have the GT here at the lower part of the wheel. Like I mentioned, it's a flat bottom design. There's red stitching here. There's some controls here on the steering wheel. Voice commands. There's this toggle switch here for the volume control. Over here is for the driver's assistance, which it does have adaptive cruise control. It will stop and go for you. And Kia keeps it really simple here with these analog gauges, but there's this small hipper screen in the middle that you can customize by using this toggle piece here. It does show your transmission temp, your drive mode, also your digital speed, and your driver information. So you can customize the helper screen to your liking. Looking here, this is 8-inch display. It does offer Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. It's really fast to response. Looking here at the Google Maps, it does take up the full 8-inch display. There's some hard buttons here for radio, media, favorite, sync track. There's a volume and tune knob. Your hazard switch, the air vents are right here. This only has a single zone climate control. And down here is the wireless phone charger. My iPhone 12 Pro Max does fit on the wireless phone charger, but it doesn't because you have to connect the USB port. Down here is going to be a 12-volt, an aux, and also 2 USB ports there. Putting the Forte into reverse. Looking at the backup camera, it does show a nice resolution trajectory with distance markers. kicking down here to drive. Over to the left, this does have a sport mode and a transmission. This does house that 7-speed dual clutch transmission. Looking here, there's 3-level heated and cooled seats. The passenger does get 3-level heated and cooled seats as well. There's also the small compartment here for storage. There's a traditional handbrake. Most manufacturers does have electronic parking brake, but Kia keeps it really simple here. On the Forte, there's 2 cup holders here. The center armrest is going to be nice and padded. It does reveal a 12-volt in there, a USB port, also a decent amount of storage. These seats in here, they're aggressively bolstered. I like the way that they look. I like that it has GT stitch in the actual seat back there. There's this aluminum trim here on the dashboard. The dashboard does have this leatherette material. Open up the glove box, it does reveal a decent size for storage. And above me, there's just a standard sunroof. You can open and close the shade if you would like. It's going to be LED lights throughout the cabin. Right here is going to be a sunglass holder. But overall, the materials in here are really nice to touch. I do like the red stitching and piping. But overall, this interior does look really nice. But let's hop into the back seat of the Kia Forte. Get into the back seat here of the Kia Forte. Shutting the door here. The materials are going to be a hard touch plastic. There's going to be 1 matte pocket back here for storage. And Kia does throw in your own set of rear air vents back here, but there's no charging ports. The floor back here is not flat, but you can definitely fit 3 people across. It's going to be LED lights throughout the cabin. I do have a decent amount of headroom here. I'm only 5'8". Pulling this down, it does reveal 2 cup holders. But overall, the Kia Forte does have a spacious back seat. So starting off in the 2021 Kia Forte GT, this has Kia's 1.6 liter turbocharged engine. It does have direct injection. It's also paired with a 7-speed dual clutch transmission. If you guys are looking for a 6-speed manual, Kia does offer that. So I'm not a professional stick shift driver, so I'm not really good at driving stick shift. So if you guys are looking for that, Kia does offer that here on the GT model. Let's talk about fuel economy really quick. It's rated at 27 in the city, 35 on the highway, and 31 combined. So it does get really good fuel economy, even though this is the high performance model of the Forte. And the exhaust would do a little burbles and cracks every so often. It does sound a little muted inside the cabin, but the cabin in here is really quiet. Great visibility. This also has Kia's driver's assistant, which includes highway steer assist, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, forward collision warning. So it does come with Kia's driver's assistance, which is really good. I tested it out before. One of the best driver's assistants in the business. Looking here, this is 8-inch display. It does offer Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Like I mentioned, this does have a 7-speed dual clutch transmission. And this car will pick up speed really quick, and the paddle shifters are very responsive. The dual clutch is very responsive as well, and that's just with the car in normal mode. I'm going to put it into sport mode here. And this car does not have a limited slip differential. You have to look at the Honda SI and also the Volkswagen GTI that has a limited slip diff. But I don't think this car really needs a limited slip differential. Maybe if you're going to track this car, maybe that's probably when you would want to get a limited slip differential or need a limited slip differential. And this only comes as front wheel drive. Like I mentioned, the 7-speed dual clutch is very responsive. I don't know how to drive a manual. That's why I say I'm not a professional driver when it comes to manual. I'm just not a really good driver when it comes to stick shifts. But I know how to drive it, but I'm just not professional when it comes to like switching gears and whatnot. But if you guys are looking for a 6-speed manual, Kia does offer it. The steering feel is very playful, even in its sport mode here. So you can definitely feel what the front tires are doing. These are riding on an 18-inch rim design. These are 225/40 tires. And they're summer tires, so they're going to be really sticky. They're going to put the power down. This makes 201 horsepower and 195 pound-feet of torque. The seats in here, they feel good. They're supportive. I like the way that they feel. Oh my God, this car is fast. Even though it makes 201 horsepower, it does feel really peppy. But I'm going to turn off the traction here. I'm going to brake torque it. And there was no drama, no torque steer, no wheel hop, none of that. The car legit put the power down just fine. And in sport mode, this car is really peppy. Even in its normal mode, this car is just freaking fantastic. Oh, the exhaust. Oh my God, I wish the exhaust would have came into the cabin a little bit more. But let's do another launch here, but let's turn the traction back on. I'm gonna just floor it. Oof. Yeah. That 7-speed dual clutch, like I mentioned, is very responsive. It knows what right gear to be in, of course. The paddle shifters are responsive as well. But overall, if you guys are looking for a budget performance car, the Forte has your name all over it. So after spending time with the 2021 Kia Forte GT, starting price here is at $22,690 with the options and accessories, including destination. The Kia Forte GT stickers for $26,165. Hope you guys have enjoyed this review. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at DriveOnReviews and hit that subscribe button. And I see you all in the next video.